This is frying my mind.
You know, it's so funny because next time for us is simply a few seconds later. Next time for you is like a week.
Oh, well, there we go. Yeah, but we already mentioned that earlier on in, I think, Metroid Prime. Okay, that looks kind of fun.
It is fun.
How does he control that?
Magic.
So what is so gadgety about this?
You can...
Does it help?
Charge, you can break. This covers. There's...
What's so much more beneficial about this than in
Well, to get to the next area. It's just fun.
Oh.
I appreciate it because it's fun.
It's something different than...
Yeah, not a lot of games have something like this.
Yeah, but generally they'll have stage differences. And generally you'll have some sort of you'll have variations in level design. Even if you don't have
that was a complete miss. So destructive.
I mean, there's a vault.
There's
a vault thing like this in Mario Sunshine, in the Mario Galaxy. But the reason for it.
Way after this thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, the reason for it is that there's a power star. Well, I don't know what it's called. I guess power star. There's a power star trapped inside it. There's a star trapped inside this ball thing. And when you have to jump on top of it for some reason. You use the weird mode. You know, it doesn't make much sense in Mario either, really. I think the only reason Mario gets away with it is because Mario Galaxy is an absolutely fantastic game. And is the pinnacle of 3D platforming. Have I mentioned I like Super Mario Galaxy?
Probably.
Well, it was supposed to be situational irony because I had just mentioned that I liked that game, and then I said something ironic due to it being I don't know.
Something.
My mind is blank after all of this.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I seriously can't think anymore.
Yep.
I find it kind of strange that I'm actually looking forward to doing my math homework, although I like math, so. It's the life of a nerd geek.
Oh, this is another nice touch. Metals get hot. Fire on them.
Okay, I like that.
There's just a lot of little touches that
save this game from being absolutely horrible. This game is both absolutely amazing and no, never mind. This game is both terrible and okay and kind of good. It's average. This is very much a complete average game.
It would have done better if it wasn't so kid friendly.
Well, I think the kid friendly part isn't the problem. I think it's more a problem with. I don't know. I mean, I can't really even say what's wrong with it. I mean, as I said before, being kid friendly doesn't necessarily mean, you know, it's a bad game, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it deserves to be treated as such. I am stretching. Why do I always say that? Like, I mean, Mario Galaxy, that seems to be my go-to response to anything, but Mario Galaxy, that game is incredibly kid-friendly. It doesn't have one single mature theme, one single especially interesting or thought, but it's saved because its platforming is so good. And its stage design is so varied and interesting, and there's just so much to do and all these little touches. Whereas this game, I don't know, but it just seems kind of. Why is there a random lumberjack named guy?
He's a shepherd, and that's the only time you see him, and he doesn't respond.
Why?
Because there's a lot of this stuff in this game. It's just like, what?
Now, I wish the camera would pan back to him so you could tell where you were in relation to it.
And then you have to come over here to the canyon.
How do you know exactly where to go and hit that or whatever?
I'm very good at aiming in games.
Or you played this game too much.
I'm very good at aiming in games.
Probably a mix of the two.
Probably. As I said, I played this game with my board.
Does Sparks like grab all the gems for you? Is it for you or for himself? I could.
He helps you out, and if he dies, you don't magnetize the things anymore. You actually have to walk over them.
Aw. It certainly makes, well, it's sort of like, no, never mind. I have to stop using Super Mario Galaxy as an example of good game design.
Primarily because it's so many years after this.
Well, not even,
And it had an incredibly higher budget.
huh?
And it had an incredibly higher budget. I mean, this is a Vivendi Universal game, whereas Mario Galaxy is a first-party Nintendo game.
Did Rayman 2 have a big budget?
I don't know.
Although Rayman 2, it also... I don't know, what's the difference? I mean, I think it's more... Super Mario Galaxy,
Super Mario Galaxy is more of a family game. Anyone can play it, whereas this...
well, not
like,
even that.
Clearly geared for... I mean, it's just so different.
I think the thing is that this game, and kind of Rayman 2 in a sense, even though Rayman 2 does have pretty good platforming and interesting stage design, just both of them kind of, they look and feel cheap. I don't know how to explain it, really. But you know what I'm just saying, right? I mean, I really can't explain how, I don't know how I would define it. I mean, it's just, they look more cheap. I don't know, I really... Oh, cool. Boom. Whoa! That's one way of doing it.
So you have to get
Well, that was a close one.
There's a lot of levels like that in this game.
The animation could be better. Yeah, I'm just really nitpicking this game. I mean, it was probably made on a relatively low budget.
It's Vivendi Universal.
Compared to other like really top-notch games.
Yeah, Vivendi Universal just can't compare it to Nintendo. It just lacks the power Nintendo has.
You know why?
Why?
Because I think Vivendi Universal really, I'm not sure if they're a developer or a publisher, but they tend to just do large amounts of games. And instead of, and even though it's probably more profitable, even though it's probably more profitable for them to do this, they spend a lot more. They take their budget, their total budget, and then put it over a series of over a large amount of games. Whereas Nintendo, they take their budget, which of course is exponentially higher, but I mean even still, this would even work with Vivendi. I mean look at like 2D Boy and Kyle Gabler with World of Goo. But I mean, actually that'd be a good example because it can pretty much run on a lot of technology, so it can't. So it's not exact. Okay, let's just keep with my original thought. Basically, Vivendi seems to take their entire amount of money and then spread it thinner across all the games they're making at once, whereas Nintendo seems to more like
They concentrate.
They concentrate their budget on certain games and then leave other games like, I don't know, Brain Age or Fashion Show, whatever they're making. They leave them with smaller budgets, and they spread their budget depending on player interest, really. It seems to be.
Yes. And we'll continue this debate some other time.